Hey Astro Kids, and welcome back. And in today's video, we'll be talking about Jupiter in the 10th house. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. So before we start, just a few quick disclaimers. You first want to understand what sign is Jupiter placed in. This will show how Jupiter will play out within your natal chart. So is Jupiter in its own sign of Sagittarius or Pisces? Is it exalted in Cancer or debilitated in Capricorn? This will make a huge difference. Along with this, you want to understand, are there any planets conjunct with Jupiter or aspecting to Jupiter? This will also have an influence over Jupiter's functioning. You want to see if Jupiter is hemmed by any malefics. For example, is Jupiter placed in the 10th house with Mars in the 9th house and Rahu in the 11th house? This will play a part in Jupiter's functioning as well, as the hemming can create a dampening on Jupiter's effect. Along with this, you want to see which houses are ruled over by Sagittarius and Pisces. This will also play a role in how Jupiter will function within your natal chart. Along with this, you want to understand that Jupiter matures at the age of 16. So Jupiter will play a major role during this time, along with when Jupiter returns back to its natal position, which takes place every 12 years. You also want to see when you are going through a Jupiter Mahadasha. This will have a huge influence over your life. So if you have not seen my Jupiter Mahadasha Bhuktis series, I will leave a link for that above and down below in the description. So what is Jupiter? Jupiter is the most benevolent planet in astrology. Jupiter is all about compassion, generosity. Jupiter is all about the higher principles of life. It is a planet of wisdom, knowledge, education. It is all about teachers, counselors, mentors, anyone in our life who is giving us guidance and direction. Jupiter also represents wealth and our ability to grow in our assets. Jupiter also is a signifactor of children and of the husband in a female's chart. Along with this, Jupiter is a signifactor of travel and of foreign cultures. Jupiter is all about the higher principle, the higher path in life, and is a highly spiritual planet. Jupiter is also a great planet of optimism. Jupiter represents our luck and fortune in life, as it shows how happy we are, which therefore gives us a sense of security and protection. Jupiter is the planet that comes to our rescue when we are in a difficult situation. So what does the 10th house represent? The 10th house is the house of your status in life. It is the highest position in the chart, where the sun shines the brightest. So this is the house where you are seen by the world. This is your reputation. This is your status. This is your career environment. This is the actions that you carry out in the world. The 10th house also signifies the father and anyone in a position of authority or government. So what happens when Jupiter enters into the 10th house? Well, Jupiter is a little bit uncomfortable in this 10th house because this is originally a Saturn-ruled house. Jupiter and Saturn are not friends to one another. So Jupiter here gives you a great deal of intelligence and wisdom. But Jupiter also here in this 10th house can create some conflicts due to your philosophy in life. There's a tendency to want to bring your philosophy into your workspace, which can sometimes create some kind of conflicts and rifts with other people in your workspace. However, this also can help you in your work, particularly if Jupiter is placed well in your chart. Then this can really help you in your career, as you can be seen as someone who has a high degree of integrity. People see your moral values, and therefore you can receive favors from people in positions of authority. Jupiter here can make you famous and well known in your career as well. Again, particularly if Jupiter is not afflicted in the chart. This can really help you to stand out. You become someone who is respected due to your wisdom and ability to give advice and counsel to others. Jupiter in the 10th also tends to give a great relationship with the father as well. You can get a great deal of wisdom and guidance from your father. As Jupiter sits in this 10th house, it will give an aspect over to your 2nd, 4th, and 6th house. It is said in Vedic astrology that Jupiter behaves like a lamp, where it will shine brightest on the houses he has aspect over. So as Jupiter aspects onto your 2nd house, this can give you a very magnetic speaking voice. You can have a very philosophical and profound way of speaking that grabs the attention of others. People tend to listen to you when you speak, and they learn a lot from your wisdom and guidance. Jupiter's aspect onto the 2nd house can also increase your wealth. So once again, you tend to get favors and opportunities in the career area. This helps to increase your wealth-making opportunity. Jupiter's aspect onto the 2nd house also gives you a great upbringing, especially if Jupiter is placed well in the chart. But even if Jupiter is not placed well in the chart, you can get a great deal of values from your early upbringing that can help you in your direction in life. Jupiter's aspect over to the 2nd house can make you very traditional, very much attached to your early upbringing and the values that have been instilled in you. Jupiter's aspect onto the 4th house also can give you a strong attachment to your mother. So not only can you gain a great deal of wisdom and guidance from a father figure, but also from your mother. The mother and the father can be very philosophical, very wise, very much about religion or philosophy in some way. This aspect over to the 4th house gives you a great sense of attachment to your homeland, to your country of origin. So this is definitely a very important area of your life. In some cases, Jupiter also can make you a bit restless in your home environment. Again, particularly if Jupiter is not placed well in the chart. This can create a lot of restlessness where you are constantly wanting to move around. Jupiter, as it aspects onto the 6th house of your natal chart, can give you some health concerns. However, Jupiter also gives you a great deal of knowledge to deal with these health issues. So you can get a great deal of guidance in your life. You can gain a great deal of knowledge about medicine and cures. This also can mean that you can be in a career that involves healing as well. Typically, Jupiter's aspect onto the 6th house can get you involved with law, with counseling, with anything where you are helping others. Jupiter's aspect onto the 6th house can also give you a great ability to overcome conflicts and competitors in life. It gives you the wisdom and philosophy to overcome these obstacles. So you use diplomacy, you use your philosophy and principles to overcome your opponents. Jupiter, though, can also give you a bit of a sweet tooth as well as it aspects onto the 2nd house of your food. So this can create overindulgence. You definitely want to pay close attention to your health as Jupiter gives this aspect over to your 6th house. You can also be someone who has a close connection with pets. You may have a love of animals, or you may even work with animals as Jupiter aspects onto the 6th house. In general, Jupiter here can give careers involved in any kind of, once again, guiding, helping others, counseling, teaching. This can be a great position of a spiritual advisor, of anyone who is giving knowledge and wisdom to others. For husband, this can also show that you can find your husband in a work environment, in a career environment, anything that is professional that is related to work. For some of you, this can also show that you can gain guidance and wisdom from your husband and how to increase your success through your career.